Dan Toppy and welcome back to another brand new Fortnite video. Yesterday the cube did finally reach the lake. This is where we expected it would end, and it did actually finally end up at a lake and the event happened. And the event yesterday was actually a little bit different from what we expected. So today I just want to talk about what happened yesterday and what I think will be happening in the future with the lake and what was the cube. So yesterday, like I said, the cube did reach Loot Lake, which is where we thought it would be going to. It got there and then it actually went into the lake and kind of melted in. There was an animation showing it melting into the lake and then it kind of went still for a bit. Then all of a sudden it just sort of exploded and it was purple, and now it's this surface which you can bounce across. So Loot Lake is now purple, the same colour that the cube was. You can bounce across it just like you could with the cube, but shooting it doesn't make you bounce any higher like it would have with the cube. It's always constant, you're always bouncing at the same height. The lake has a pattern on it, a lot like the ones that you see in the rifts, and on the surface of the lake you can see small rune symbols. Those are the ones which have been printed on the ground all around the map as the cube's been moving around, and this is where all the low gravity zones are at the moment. So these little symbols are flowing through it, showing that it is still part of the cube. So obviously this is quite a big change, it is quite a big event, but it isn't really what we expected it to do. We expected that as soon as it got to Loot Lake it would make some changes. Loot Lake hasn't changed name, it is still called Loot Lake, it hasn't changed shape or anything. All that's happened is it isn't filled with water anymore, it's filled with this purple thing. So we can expect to see more changes coming at the start of Season 6, or maybe in the next couple of days before it even starts. Because of the portal patterns running through it, I think this could just be one massive lake-shaped portal, and I think at some point it could spawn in something completely random and completely different in its place. We know from all the files that people have found out from in-game, from mining all the files from every single update, that we are expecting it to change into something lava or fire related, or something like a volcano. So I think that over the next week we'll see at some point another event happen where it does spawn something in its place. I do really hope it is a volcano. I hope it's some sort of actual physical feature which starts to block that area of the map up, because it is extremely open and there's nothing really there to draw players over there, because Loot Lake is a bit boring and there's not really much there to go and loot anyway. So if they do put a volcano there, it'll definitely make it a more exciting part of the map, and it'll definitely be a lot better than just changing what's inside of the lake to something like lava or fire. It's definitely an actual map change which will make it a lot more interesting and a lot more exciting to play in that part of the map. But obviously it could spawn absolutely anything. This is Fortnite, they can do anything they want with it. And even though we did see all that stuff in the game files and the code, it isn't completely guaranteed because we didn't see this event actually coming up in the code. No one actually saw any hints towards it happening. So there could just be another middle stage in between where we are now and getting the final thing, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens over the next couple of days and at the start of Season 6. Hopefully something to do with Season 6 will get announced very soon, because we do need to know what the theme is and when it's coming out, because it should be coming out in the next week or two. But let me know what you think Loot Lake will turn into in the comments down below, whether you think it will turn into just a lava lake, if it'll turn into a volcano, or if it'll turn into a pyramid like loads of people have been thinking since the start of this season. Everyone's been thinking a pyramid will be spawning in somewhere around the map, and maybe it will happen in this location, but I just think that all the things that they found in the game files kind of proves that isn't going to happen. But make sure to let me know what you think in those comments. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave it a like. If you're new here, make sure you are subscribing to see all of my Fortnite videos every single week, including news, weekly challenges when they do come out in Season 6, and general tips and tutorials. On screen now is a link through to my full playlist of all my weekly challenge guides for Season 5, so if you haven't completed all of your challenges yet and you haven't got that T100 skin, make sure you are checking out this playlist because it will help you to complete every challenge and earn that final skin before the season does end. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.